It's amazing. You've been on this earth for 49 years.
Yeah, that's
wow.
a long time, huh?
Yeah, it is a long time, but I mean, but with the things that you've achieved, 49 years, it's amazing. You've done a great job. But I would like to know, if there's anything you would change about your life, what would it be?
I would have said I would have liked to change my childhood. I would not have liked the tragedy that happened in my family to have happened. So I would have probably liked to change the story of my childhood. But I'm afraid if I change that, maybe I won't have become who I became today. Because I think that childhood, difficult childhood, probably contributed to who I became, because it probably built in me some stamina, some endurance, and some perseverance that I later on profited me in what I later became.
Wow, amazing. So if that means to a child who is probably suffering in Nigeria, you're going to actually say,
turn into a plus.
Yes.
Turn into an advantage.
Yes. Wow. Wow.
Turn into a stepping stone.
In other words, you didn't allow your past to actually affect your future. In other words, you're a man of no excuse. You didn't make excuses.
I allowed it to affect it. I allowed it to affect it positively.
Yes.
For example, when my teacher told me in the university that I would never study, I would never speak Russian language, and I was just saying, what does it take? I know that before then I had received my revelation that every task is possible. Every mountain could be surmounted if you will just, work hard. I knew that if I work hard and go and study, that if and then discover, I just began to remember, what did I do that was really difficult? What were the most difficult memories in my life? So I remember my village, being in the sun for 15 years, of my life, just going, and the sun is the scorching sun, hunger, no food, barefooted, blood everywhere. And I just said, and the, smell, wounds. And I said to myself, if I could survive that one, whatever work this one would take for me to speak this language would not be as much as that. Maybe I just need to go and bury myself in the library and then sit down there and study. But library, there is no scorching sun. There is cool weather here. It's like aircon. There is even rug or carpet that I never even saw when I was going on in my own village. I saw them in the house of, prosperous people. So, and I said, I will pay the price. So I allow my past, the past pain, the pain of my past, the perseverance of my past to now engineer me and to empower me to say, okay, if I could survive that one, if I could endure that pain, I will endure any other next pain, any other process of endurance or any other, perseverance that I need to go through to be able to attain my future goals. So I allowed my past to positively influence my future.
Wow. While you were talking, something actually came to me. It's more like, I think some of us might have to just go back and look at our past and understood that if we could be as strong as we were, if we could be strong in the past to actually get to where we are, that means we can actually get to where we need to be. Because sometimes we actually forget the victories of the past. For example, Pastor, you were about going to Nigeria, and as we were discussing with Lyle Charles about this book, and I know one of the things that could be giving you the strength actually is the things that the battles that you've fought in the past.
In Ukraine.
Yes, and now while you were talking about your childhood and the fact that it helped you in school, your childhood, that really made me to understand that could be one of your secrets as well.
Yes.
I think you actually look back at your past, you take it as a positive push and you move forward. So if you could survive Ukraine, it simply means that you can survive Nigeria.
Yeah, I will thrive in Nigeria.
Wow, amazing. Pastor, that's mind-blowing. Thank you very much. Your life is really an inspiration.